which you should check by running your fingers along it like this to see if there's any nicks or wearing. You'll also need a light to medium set of dumbbells, some water for hydration, and some space to move in. After you've checked your tubing, put it down out of the way so we can get warmed up. We are going to mix things up by working with strength, with tubing and dumbbells. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. Soften your knees and lengthen out through your waistline. Point your tailbone straight down towards the floor. Open your chest and press your shoulders down and back. Lift out through the top of your head like a string. Take a big deep breath in. There's a string holding you up, lifting you up. Pull up on the right, pull down on the left. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, reach up on the left, pull down on the right. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, bring both hands down into a T shape. Pull your elbows back, bring your hands out to the side. Press back, opening your chest. Bring your hands down and roll your shoulders. Squat down and up. Hands are on the thighs. Just a semi-squat. Squatting halfway down and up. Sit back as you squat, hinging at the hips, keeping your waistline long. Shoulders are down and back. Go a little deeper now for 4 more. As you get warmed up, we go a little deeper. Hold here. Now squat 2 pulses. Squat, pulse, and reach across. Squat, pulse, and reach to the other side. Squat, pulse, and reach. Squat, pulse, and reach. Let's do that one more time each side, and reach. Squat, pulse, reach side to side. Thumb up, reach out, level with your shoulder. Swivel your foot and rotate through your hips. Keep a proud chest. Pull back through your opposite elbow. Reach all the way out. Lots of energy. Now reach up, up, and reach across. Reach up, 4, 4, 3, reach across. One last time, up, 2, 3, 4, and across, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now shift your weight side to side. Start to hinge at the hips and sit back. Now reach across, shift your weight, side to side, hinge at the hip and reach for the inside of your knee. Hold to the right, sit back. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh on the left side. Good, now rotate round and press your heel to the floor to stretch your calf. That'll help us get ready for our squats. Now lift the heel up, dip down and feel a stretch through the front of the hip. Lift your chest and bend your elbows. Let's combine those 2 stretches. Press the heel and bend the knee. Press and then lift the heel up. Press the heel and lift the heel up. One more time. Press the heel down and lift the heel up. Open to the front, toes turn out. Squat down and feel that stretch in your groin. Now bring your toes straight ahead, shift across to the left, stretching your right inner thigh. Rotate round to the left. Press your heel to the floor, stretching your calf. Lift the heel, lift your chest, dip down and open through the front of your hip. Feel that stretch right here? Bend your elbows, lift your chest. Now combine it. Press the heel and bend the knee. Press the heel and bend the knee. Press the heel. One more. Press and bend. Now open to the front again. Toes turn out. Press your knees back and feel that stretch in your groin. Now bring your toes straight ahead. Squat, lift up, and roll your shoulders. Take a big deep breath in, reach up. Pull your right elbow down, reach up left. Both hands up. Pull your left elbow down, reach up right. Both hands up. Open in a T shape. Now press your hands straight back. Hands down, roll your shoulders. We are ready to get started. We'll pick up your tubing. So we're going to do a lower body exercise and upper body exercise on one side of the body with tubing. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Then we'll do the same exercises, or basically the same exercise, with dumbbells. Anchor the tube underneath your right foot and pull up to your hips. For more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Lunge your left leg back. Onto the ball of your foot, step back, and then step forward again. Keep your feet hip distance apart. So as you lunge back, you bend your back knee. Keep your front knee lined up over your toe. Brace through your core. Keep your chest lifted and open. Shoulders stay pressed down and back. We're almost there. I'm looking at my timer. 10 more seconds. One more time. Very good. Now bring the tubing down with control. Slide the tubing to the right, so it's longer on the right and shorter on the left. We're going to do a shoulder raise. Bring your hand at an angle with your thumb up. Raise up on a diagonal and come down. Raise up and come down. Strengthening your shoulder. Now it's not an easy movement, so if you need to create a little bit more slack in the tubing, please do so. Even if you get halfway through the set and you need to create more slack to get through the set, then that's a good strategy. Just do as many reps as you can and then create more slack if you need to. Do one more rep. Very good. Let's go to the other side. First, the rear lunge. Anchor underneath your left foot. Feet hip distance. Pull up to your shoulders for more challenge. Lift your chest. Lunge your right leg back. And step forward. Take a big step back onto the ball of your foot. So don't press your heel, your right heel down. Just step back onto the ball of your foot. Keep your feet hip distance apart. I like a rear lunge because it works the whole leg. The front of your thigh, your quadriceps, the back of your thigh, your hamstrings, and importantly, your glutes, your bottom. There's always a bit of a balance challenge. Go down as deep as you can and bend your back knee. Sink down and lift up. One more time. Bring your hands down with control. Now pick up the left side so it's longer. Right side is shorter. Bring your thumb up. You're at an angle. Up and slowly down. That's the way. So it's not straight in front of you, but it's not straight out to the side either. It's right in between at a 45-degree angle. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulder pressed away from your ear so your neck stays long. That prevents you getting any tension in your neck and in your upper shoulder. Right where you need it, you want it in the center of your shoulder muscle. Let me show you. Right here. Last one. Good. Put your tubing down out of the way and pick up your dumbbells. Have them by your sides. Feet hip distance. Lunge your right leg back. Step forward. Raise the right arm to the side. Now left arm, left leg. Step forward, left arm. At an angle. So not straight in front, not straight out to the side. About a 45-degree angle. Down and come up. We're going a little faster now. Sink down and lift up. There's always a balance challenge on a rear lunge. Last one. Put your dumbbells down out of the way. And let's pick up your tubing. Now always when you're putting down your dumbbells and picking up your dumbbells, you bend your knees, you give yourself some support. Stand to the left side of your space. Anchor this time underneath your left foot. Bring both the handles into your right hand at your right hip. You're going to take a big step out to the right for a side lunge. Hand on the hip, chest lifted, let's go. Step out and push off and step in. Side lunge. Your right leg is the working leg. Take a big step out and push off. Your left hand is on the thigh, so as you hinge forward, you've got a little support. Sit back through your hips. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. That's super important. Big step out. One more. Now bring your left leg forward and stagger your right leg back so you're on the ball of your right foot. Bring your left hand onto your thigh and then hinge forward at the hips. Bring your hand down from the shoulder. Pull back and slowly down. A row. Now let's take that a little faster. Row. If that's too fast for you, then find a pace that's in between those two movements. And don't worry so much about the speed of the music and staying in rhythm, but find a pace that works for you. Drive your elbow up and back. Press your shoulder away from your ear, so press your shoulder down as much as you can. Give yourself some support. 3, 2, and 1. Anchor now underneath your right foot. Come to the right side of your space. Pull the handles up to your left hip and bring your right hand onto your right thigh. Lift your chest. Let's go. Big step out and push off. So your left leg bends while your right leg stays straight or thereabouts. So you're not bending your right leg, you're really only bending your left leg. Keep your hand, your left hand on your hip and your right hand on your thigh. As you hinge forward, you've got a little support. Step forward and push off. Sitting back each time. Push. One more time. Now step your right leg forward and your left leg back onto the ball of your left foot. Hinge forward at the hips and bring your hand onto your thigh. Left hand comes down. Row and row again. Now let's speed that up. If you want, pull up and down. Control it on the way down. Even if you're moving at the same pace as me, you can still control that movement. Press your shoulder down, away from your ear, hinging at the hips, your core is braced. Keep your left shoulder pressed down away from your ear. That activates some important muscles in your shoulder girdle. 3, 2, and 1. Put your tubing down and pick up your dumbbells. Bend your knees. Now stand in the center of your space. Alternating side lunge with 2 rows. Feet together, pull your shoulders back, chest up, let's go. Side lunge to the right, 2 rows, and step in. Side lunge to the left. Hinge. 2 rows. Squeezing between your shoulder blades on the rows. Big step out. Hinge at the hips. Drive your elbows up. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Again, all 10 toes. Face forward. Only your left leg is bent. Right leg is straight. Now only your right leg is bent. Left leg is straight. Last one. Hinge. Row and put your dumbbells down. Bend your knees. Pick up your tubing. Let's move to our next sequence. You're halfway through class. Anchor the tube underneath your right foot. Stand in the center of your space. Pull up to your hips or to your shoulders. Step your left leg diagonally back, squat, and step in. Your toes and knees are turned out on this squat. So as you squat down, you step back. You're stepping back to 8 o'clock. If you were standing on a clock, you've got your right foot at 12 o'clock. You step back to 8 o'clock with your left leg. Brace your core. Keep your chest lifted. Sit back. Let's do one more. Good, bring your hands down. Step your right leg back. Bring your left hand onto your left hip. Bring your right hand so the palm faces forward. Lift your chest. Now scoop under and up in a scooping motion, like the hands of a clock coming across the face of the clock. Keep the elbow at a constant angle, slightly bent. So you're not bending and straightening your elbow. That's important because that's going to engage a different muscle. We're targeting your chest muscle. So we're targeting the chest. We don't want to bend the elbow further. So keep it at a constant angle. One more. Other side. Anchor underneath your left foot. Pull up to your hips, or for more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Now, you step back to 4 o'clock with your right leg. Let's begin. Step and step in. Now leave your left foot at 12 o'clock. Step back to 4 o'clock. Sit back slightly. Keep a brace on your core muscles. So those muscles feel like they're squeezing and supporting your back. That's important. Not only does it strengthen your core, it protects your lower back. Last one. Chest. Bring your hands down. Bring your right hand onto your right hip. Step your left leg back. Bring your left hand to the side of your thigh. Now, hand of a clock comes across the face of the clock. Keep your shoulder pressed away from the ear. Remember, your elbow stays at a constant angle. It's slightly bent. You're not bending and straightening it. Come across. Exhale each time you come across. Good, you're almost there. Strong and steady. For our dumbbell set, we're going to do something slightly different. Come across, and one more. Across. Okay, now take the tube out from underneath your foot. Bend your knees to pick up your dumbbells. Alternating side squat with a bicep curl. So a little different. Dumbbells by your side. Step out to the right, bring the dumbbells between your legs. Now it's a hammer curl. Palms of the hands face in. Squat to the other side, hammer curl. Sit back. Keep a strong brace on your core. Palms of your hands face in. Sitting back. One more each side. Here's the last one. Put your dumbbells down out of the way. Pick up your tubing. Bend your knees. Here's our last sequence. You're almost done. As much as I love to move, Knowing I'm almost done is always a good feeling. Anchor underneath your right foot. Pull up to your hips, or for more challenge, pull up to your shoulders. Crossover lunge. Cross your left leg back, curtsy, and come up. Now it's not a big crossover. If you were to glance down, you would see your left knee behind your calf of the right leg. Your hips stay square to the front. That's important. Square to the front and lift up. One more. Good. Now step your right leg forward and your left leg back. Angle your body forward and palm of the hand faces away from you. Take some tension on the tubing. You'll feel the back of your arm. Press and slowly return. Press back and slowly return. I'll give you a different angle. You press straight back, not out to the side, but straight back behind you. A little bit like a swimming stroke, like a freestyle stroke. You press the hand close to the side of the body and keep it in a straight line as you press straight back. Palm of your hand faces straight back. Press. You're almost there. Press back nice and strongly. Angle your body forward just a little. One more. Good. Now let's anchor the tubing underneath your left foot. Here's our final side with the tubing. Pull up to your hips or pull up to your shoulders. Cross and step forward. Now your right knee is just behind your left calf. Glance down and check to see that your hips are staying square to the front and your knee is just behind your calf. So you're not overly crossed over, it's just a little crossover. There's a little bit of a balance challenge here. So once you've checked your position, look forward. Keep a steady gaze. Last one. Now, step your right leg forward and your left leg back. Palm of the hand faces back. Roll your shoulder back. Press and slowly down. I need a bit more tension than that. Press and slowly down. Remember, the hand comes straight back from the side of the body. Don't let it flare out to the side. Palm of your hand faces away, strengthening the back of your arm, your tricep. Angle your body forward slightly. Press the arm away, keeping the elbows straight. Strengthening your tricep. Last one. Good. Take the tube out from underneath your foot. Pick up your dumbbells for our last exercise. Crossover lunge with a tricep press. Bring your hands up to your shoulders. Cross, press, and come up. So it's a little bit of biceps and triceps as you do this lunge. Strengthening the whole of the lower body and your triceps and biceps. Bring the hands up to your shoulders, cross and step across slightly. Keep your hips square to the front, elbows behind you. Very good. Put your dumbbells down, out of the way. And now let's just shake out your arms. I call this the Michael Phelps. Looks a little different when he does it to me, because when he does it, his hands touch behind him. That's what I call mobility. I certainly don't have that kind of mobility, and you might not either. But if you work with what you've got, you'll maintain good flexibility as you get older. And that's important. So make sure you're staying for the stretch. It's one of my favorite parts of the class. Couple more. One more. Now roll your shoulders back. Two more, nice big circles. Step your left leg back. Flex your right ankle. Hinge at the hips and feel a stretch down the back of your thigh and the back of your calf. Now point and flex your foot. Point and flex. Two more. Hold there. Go a little deeper. Step forward and press your left heel all the way back. Reach your hands all the way up. Now open your chest here in a T shape. Come forward and press your heel, making sure that all 10 toes are facing forward. Check to see that your heel and toe is aligned on your left side. That's important. Come forward. Let's do the other side. Step back, flex the foot, hinge at the hip. Now point and flex, point and flex. Hold there, go a little deeper, sink, feel that stretch, down the back of your thigh, down the back of your calf. Plant the foot, step your right leg further back, press the right heel to the floor, lift your chest, reach your hands up. Open in a T, pull your elbows back, bring your hands, circle your shoulders, and lean forward onto your thigh, pressing the heel to the floor. All 10 toes face forward, feeling a stretch in your calf. Step forward and roll your shoulders back. Take the right hand, lift up and over. Oh, there's my fan. Take the left hand, reach up and over. Let's repeat that. Right hand up and over. Left hand up and over. Now come to the center with your body. Keep your feet comfortably apart. Take your right hand, reach right up. Bend your elbow and touch in between your shoulder blades or thereabouts. Place your left hand on your right elbow and press back. Frame your face, stretching the back of your arm, your tricep. Slowly release. Roll your shoulders. Take your left arm, reach up. Now bend your elbow. Touch in between the area, in between your shoulder blades or thereabouts. Take your right hand onto your left elbow. Frame your face. Press back and lift your chest. Look forward. And slowly release. Roll your shoulder back. Take a big deep breath in, reaching up. Hands come up. Pull down on the left, reach up on the right, stretch the side of your body, lift up. Other side, pull down on the right, reach up on the left, stretching the left side of your body, both hands up. Now open through the front of your body, press your hips forward slightly, brace your core, squeeze your glutes, and release. Roll your shoulders back 2 times. Separate your feet. Now, rotate the body, easy rotations, just allowing the arms to swing and tap the sides of the body, loosening up your spine, all the muscles beside the spine as you rotate. Rotation's great for your back. You don't want to over-rotate, and you always want to rotate gently, but it keeps the muscles healthy, all the rotary muscles in your torso and back. Take one more big deep breath in, reaching up. Pull your right elbow down, reach up left. Both hands up, inhale. Exhale, pull your left elbow down. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands come down. Tilt your right ear over to the side. Tilt your left ear over to the side. Stretching the side of your neck. Lift up. That's it. We're done. Aren't you glad that you worked out with me today? I sure am. Thanks for joining me.